Hey y'all, it's the Calm Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Okay, guys, so clearly y'all know that I had already set out to do this quite some time ago, but my, they have had a lot to escalate since then. My intention was to do it the first time it came up when Cardi was coming at her. What was it about? I guess you could say about a good month ago. And so now we hear y'all in part two where she's bringing in the husband, but also she also was coming back down on Tasha, period, in regards to her hiding the money. So, of course, I added the clips, and of course, I did the reading, and I also came back in and asked specifically would this affect them through Tasha K's husband, okay? So, let's get into it, guys. And Tasha, girl, I'm rooting for you. Keep Cardi name. Just stop mentioning her name, girl, because this is just too much, okay? And don't y'all agree? All right, let's get into it. Hey, Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite Astro Home Girl, and welcome back for all of you guys that have been riding with me, and welcome for all of you guys that are new here, okay? So, guys, this one is going to be on Miss Tasha K. I love the way Armand, when I say Armand sends me every time he say her name, it is so tickles me. But I'm doing this one on my girl Tasha K. Alright? Cause y'all be, I'm a wino. And at the end of the day, y'all be trying to come up for my girl. And come on, Tasha, man. One thing I can say, y'all, about her is that motherfucker gonna keep going. That's a strong one right there, baby. She gonna stand on the 10. And that resilience that she has had and had throughout this whole process, that's what's up. Because, baby, it be tough out here on the day-to-day. And she does keep the wheels rolling. And you can't do nothing but respect that, for real. I can also say that the most interesting thing that tickles me through the journey of watching Tasha over the years, people could say what they want to say about her, but these people be calling her, telling them they business. Do y'all ever pay attention to that? That thing tickles me every time when I see this. I be like, oh my God. They're reaching out to her for their situations and issues. So she is definitely the 2026 Miss Wendy Williams. So, and very much so in that energy. So, and it's always, like my mama say, it takes all types of people to make the world go round, right? And I like it, because you got to, this what she do. She true to it. She gon' whether she make you mad, glad, or sad. And a lot of times she say a lot of things that I don't necessarily agree with, but I respect her as just for who she is, the way she show up, and she don't quit. And she gonna keep reporting the news whether you like it or not. I can't do nothing but respect somebody like that, period. So let's get into it. Let's pull her up and see if we can even pull a birth chart for her. I do know she's a Pisces sun, so just not too long ago had a birthday and a solar return, right? Let's see what she got going on, baby. I wonder what her top 3 is, because she definitely, she flips the table with her personality, and is very bold and is very strong, right? I know they have a bio for her. Let's see. Because her name is Tasha Kibi. Is it Sheik? I know her and her husband. I think so. The people they be mad at her. It's some Aquarius energy there for why she's able to rub people the wrong way. I can promise you that. Because I'm an Aquarius moon. But Aquarius energy is air energy, guys, and it's evolutionary. It's forward, and it can be ahead of the curve. One thing you can say, I know people were her in a Cardi situation. I can't remember because it was so long ago with these two, and it's a long-standing battle, y'all. That's a karmic sisterhood relationship from another lifetime that in this one is just playing out. the way it is. I can almost guarantee you that, and I ain't even pulled no charts or anything on either one of the two of these ladies, right? But she wasn't wrong about the stuff that she said about Offset, and that is what caused this thing to go to hell between the two of them. Now, I can't get into the logistics once they said that Tasha, did the thing accusing her medically of things, allegedly. I can't remember all that, but I'm talking about the basis of it. She been brought Pre to the table in 10 years or however many long this been going on. And ain't it interesting that you fast forward to 2026 and the Pre girl is still present, but in another nightmare way for Cardi, in a sense, because she's present as being Stefan's best friend, who looked like she's a solid fixture in that man's life. And this lady is the one who brought this to the attention when she was allegedly dealing with Offset however many years ago. And then you fast forward and she been accurate about the same situation. It's so crazy. So I look at stuff all the way around, and she ain't been wrong. Offset, from the time that Tasha K, everything she said about that situation was factual, and Cardi wasn't in a place to accept that at the time, guys. She was still with her husband, as you should, or however, work it out with your family, because we always working out for families first, right? So she wasn't all the way done with Offset. So when Tasha K was coming with this energy, it was like, ooh, you get me? So that was what I, witnessed them go head to head for. But she didn't lie on him, because he done made a fool out of her a million more times after Tasha K have already came long time ago and outed it. They end up, I guess, the lawsuit with the medical ordeal. But the facts was the facts when it came to, you know who. Offset, y'all. Y'all know it. I can't remember, but y'all could enlighten me, because I know a lot of y'all, we got our people who rock with her, and then you got people who don't like Tasha K. It is what it is, because Armand, he can't stand her. Quite a few. So, hey, you always got to have somebody who gonna shake the table. Believe that. So, we do know that she's a Pisces sun for the most part, and so we're going to get on into her messages. And if I'm able to pull up anything extra for her, I will, and I'll let y'all know. Let's see what's up with Miss Tasha K.
And this is why you leave. Cardi is now suing Tasha K's husband, and this is why you leave people alone. Y'all, this lawsuit mentions Yellen Entertainment and Tasha K's husband specifically. I don't want to mess up his name, but this is his name right here. Now, allegedly, they were moving money and assets around to make collection harder, and they're saying that Tasha K's husband said under oath that they did take steps to avoid garnishment. They're also saying that 1 month after the judgment, Tasha K signed over like her interest in a Georgia property to her husband and never received any payment from it. They're saying that she moved assets and business operations. However, she left all the debt behind. Y'all, all of this is happening right now because Tasha K could not just leave Cardi alone. All she had to do was not mention Cardi or her people, but instead she went after the children's fathers and kept going after them anytime a story broke. And now her husband is being sued over her foolishness. Y'all, this is about to be a shit show. And Tasha K is probably going to be owing a lot of money. And I don't know if this bankruptcy thing is going to still stand for her. Y'all, once I find out more information regarding this, I will.
Step. She's asking the court to reinstate the original $3.9 million judgment in full. That request remains unresolved and will be considered separately. For now, the ruling focuses on enforcement rather than escalation. However, it signals that further violations could carry increased financial consequences. Word on the street, Tasha K did end up removing those said videos. I'm not surprised at that. But Cardi B wasn't done, because now we're hearing today that Cardi B is going after Tasha K's husband and his company. I believe Cardi B, and she said this on social media, she believes that Tasha K is hiding money. So according to our friends, Girls Are Fighting on Instagram, they report this. It says Cardi B is suing Tasha K's husband over alleged scheme to hide assets from the $4 million judgment. Cardi B is taking her legal fight with Tasha K in a new direction, filing a lawsuit that now targets Tasha K's husband and a company called Yellen Entertainment LLC. The case centers on allegations that they helped move or conceal assets in order to avoid paying a roughly $4 million defamation judgment. The original dispute goes back, as you know, to 2022 federal jury verdict that found Tasha K liable for defamation against Cardi B. The jury awarded Cardi B millions in damages after finding the false statements were made about her online over a period of years. After the ruling, Tasha K filed for bankruptcy protection, but Cardi has continued efforts to collect on the judgment. The new lawsuit focuses on what happened after the court case was decided, not the original statements that led to it. Because remember, there were allegations. We don't know this for a fact. There were all kinds of rumors and people speculating online that Tasha K had moved money overseas and things like that. I think Tasha has even joked about people saying that as well. Again, we can't prove it, but it seems as if Cardi B is set out to prove it. And it's claiming that Tasha's husband allegedly could be helping her hide this money. And here's the thing. Tasha has said she ain't got it multiple times, joked about it that she ain't got it. And I know people think we all millionaires on YouTube if you have a certain amount of numbers. No. No. Especially in recent years. YouTube money is not the same. AdSense over for content creators are not the same. Ask all the OG YouTubers that are still doing it and things. It's not the same. It's a good check. Don't get me wrong. Look, it pays the bills, but it's not the only thing that can pay the bills. Step. She's
with Cardi B because that's the only way she can pay her back. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me is that the debt is so big that the only way I can pay you back is by talking about my biggest op, which is you. But what Tasha keep forgetting is the lyrics to the song. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Cardi is so petty. She don't care if you talk about a shoe she had on. She finna sue you. Why? Because she said, keep my name out your mouth. If it's beef, it's beef forever, Tasha. Anytime somebody gets too close to Cardi, you need to just delete them. Actually, I don't know if this is your field anymore. Have you ever thought about politics? Talk about Donald and them. Candace Owen. That whole little thing that's going on. What about sports? You get what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp is doing what you do now. So maybe you can go and do what he do. Because you can't do what you do no more. Because you can't do it without mentioning Cardi. And every time you mention her, you're going to court. More money.
All right, so family, so these are Tasha K's cards and her current energy and all of the things and her and how's this thing gonna work out with her and Cardi B. So I've already blessed the cards. So let's get into her current energy right now. I got a few things to say because I had already like I said, some of these I already, in my heart, y'all can see I already was getting ready to do the readings anyway. And so with that, it, hold on, sorry. I was just listening to Millie, y'all. Let me pause because she had just went live. I'm sorry, it kind of threw me off. But this is me, tapping in. I didn't have to change the beginning because the bottom line is there's no, astro chart for her, and I would have to actually, start to pull that up. But we do know she's a Pisces sun, right? But I just don't know. Like, Tasha, it's one thing in the energy of with this whole situation going on. Then, she came up with the energy of going ahead and do the GoFundMe. Well, they people are already wanting to give her that money a long time ago. So them being driven to do so now, I think, she had some, but we definitely can tap into that energy as well. But, damn. I mean, let's just see what's going to go on. I don't know. I just wish that in this energy, for her, at best, just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Because this is sickening on... with Cardi B doing all of this. And to me, in my opinion, if y'all ever noticed, and this is just my opinion, I'ma always keep it real with y'all. Anytime Cardi B is in a place where she upset in her life, mad with Stefan, or mad with Offset, or whatever the case may be, and things ain't all what she want, that's when she come after Tasha K about her money. Now, we ain't heard nothing about this and the money, why everything was going good with her and, what's the guy named? Diggs, okay? So it's so interesting to me now, that you off with him. This is when you doing all this. And I'm going to tell you something. I can't say Tasha K not wrong. to an extent, it's wrong in it, and to an extent, it ain't, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know, we all got one, just like assholes, right? And so, my thing is, it's crazy to me. Let's just get into the messages, okay? So, let's get in current energy spirit. Current. Let's do the astro cards. Current messages. Tasha K. Let's just get the energy before we even started. My nose itching. Here we go. Y'all sound off and tell me what y'all think. I know some of y'all can't stand Tasha K, and then there's some who like, you know, hey, I can say this too. In my opinion, she got a clump coming out, so she got a lot going on. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna just flip that one. That's first thing, and that's funny. It's even in reverse, and I don't read these cards in reverse. And this opposition is here. And before I start with her, because I'm focused on Tasha K, I just wanted to say real quick, I'm noticing the with Clarissa, the petition and all that. You know, no, I do honestly feel, and like I said, y'all go back and check that live out that I did with Clarissa and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She does need to be humble, but I'm not for anybody losing their livelihood. I just, you know, my heart can't stand that. I wouldn't sign a petition that would stop this child from generating income. To me, it's more frustrating to watch her throw it down the drain and allow this man. She can't even get no endorsements, y'all, because y'all got to remember, man, these companies are operating off morality clauses. Remember that. Just think, y'all. And this not me. This just, we thinking real things, right? Realistic. You know, as soon as Kanye boomed, you know, everything went up in smoke. Adidas dropped it. You get what I'm saying? It's the companies, y'all. The companies. They have these morality clauses from race to, you know, even morals. So it's really tough for her. And then she not doing, it's a mental, it's real mental health. And no, I don't diagnose, and it's all alleged, but to just throw it all down the drain to me, y'all, it's heartbreaking to watch it all happen. And then to allow this man to, you know, allow you to continue to drive you in the ground, that's just crazy to me. So let's get into Tasha K, okay? All right, so I do see something which is in favor, so we're going to hold that off, right? We're going to start with what it is, because y'all saw that card popped out first, opposition. But remember, it was just like in the last reading where I want to say with Anderson Paak, opposition, right? But opposition is here to bring what? Balance. Cardi B is opposition for her right now, and she is actually a what? Libra sun. So it's about balancing the scales in this energy, right? Remember, opposition is about relates, it mirrors, it interacts, it confronts, it makes conscious, it manifests, it disciplines, conflicts with, it tests, objectivize, and calls out, right? Virgo, the alchemist, is here on the table in the energy. The ascendant, rising, is here, the outlook. Interesting. Chiron is here, guys. Healing. And let me just say, Chiron, the wounded warrior, is going to play a heavy part in all our lives on the 20th. I keep saying it, but keep your notification bells on, because I'm going to start kicking out y'all June monthly readings for you. Y'all lucky number sign messages, all of that stuff coming, including your messages for this full moon. And I am not going to forget Jupiter and Cancer. So make sure y'all look out for all of that. It's all about y'all this week. Just want to get some celebrity reads up on the board for y'all, okay? Now, I want to go live, but just want to focus on y'all June stuff too for all you all signs, okay? So it's interesting when we see Chiron healing here. Interesting, okay? We got a conjunction here. Okay. Remember, conjunctions are all about empowerment. We have Pluto here, which is about transformation, endings, new beginnings. And we have Cancer here, okay? The doula. So let's talk about it. before we even talk about this one. And let me, because of this energy, I want to keep that right there. But let me ask you, any extra energy and messages for Tasha? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Wow. Okay. Tasha. Believe it or not, y'all, with all this shit going on, with all of it going on, because it's interesting. It's coming in opposition, right? But it's something about with Virgo. Virgo is about paying attention to the details. But remember, Virgo is also the alchemist. It's the original witch. So Tasha K could be really somewhere crossing her T's, dotting her I's, going through all the details that got to do with what she got going on right now. And it lets me also know that she's not as crazy as we think she is, okay? It's coming off like that. Opposition met us first, right? But something about this Virgo energy, this alchemist energy, is things are looking up. Look, outlook, ascendant, rising, right? The worldview, the mission statement, the expression, the effect, the role, the mark, the attitude, it's your outer self, the point of view, body image, aura, likeness, approach. It's the impact, it's first impressions, okay? But it gets deep, y'all. I can't wait to get into the tarot because Chiron healing is here. Something in this energy, it's going to be some healing somewhere. I cannot wait to see these cards unfold, right? We got the conjunction. You know, this is with that opposition, but conjunction is about empowerment. It overrides things. It authorizes things. It activates. It intensifies, right? It overwhelms. It combines with. It strengthens things. Healing is here. Empowerment is here. But the conjunction and that opposition brings endings, right? But endings aren't always a bad thing. Pluto, transformation is about renewal. It's about inner resources. It's about basic instinct, motivation, personal power, guys. It's about evolution, composting, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, and extremes. At some point, this does come to an end, okay? But I'm going to say something. Cancer is here. Jupiter is here. Jupiter is in Cancer right now. And something in this transit is going to come out in Tasha K favor. And Leo is here. Leo the lover. Love is involved. Venus is also in Cancer right now, okay? And let me just tell you, as bad as thing, opposition is what she been met with. But Chiron healing is lessons in this now. There's lessons in this. But it's also some form of a miracle, I'm telling you, because she got semi-sextile. Sextile is about allowing, okay? It encourages things. It sees the potential in. It gives hope to, okay? Compensates, intuits. So, Cardi can have, of course, compensation, right? But Cancer is about feeling sympathetic. The answers is right here. Cancer the doula, feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, caring, moody, receptive, is intuitive, defensive, family-oriented, and introverted. Leo energy here is about Leo is about creation, expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm. I'm telling you, it's something good gonna go in Tasha's favor on some level, but Leo is still very egotistical, proud, trusting, and excessive. So don't forget that, okay? Let's pull some traditional tarot. That's so interesting. I've never seen them come out in a clump. And I wanted to say this. I can't forget, Jupiter is here. I'm telling you, Jupiter is in Cancer right now in real time. And that's the messages I've been wanting to give y'all. Something about this, it's going to be tough. Pluto is in there, right? But look, Jupiter comes out. Jupiter is expansion, okay? Enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. Okay? So it's the potential through all of this going on with these two. Healing. Chiron was there. So let's get the current energy. Let's do the tarot. I just wanted to see, and I'm knocked off my feet because I'm like, Tasha K, you got to pull it together, sister. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see nobody lose their livelihood to the point where they can't take care of themselves and their family. And that goes for her and Clarissa. No matter how much they get on your nerves, you don't wish the worst for people. You get me, y'all? That's just not how it goes. So, right now, how Tasha can Tasha keep it up. Current energy right now. What's going on about her? Let's see what's going on with her right now. Just in her mindset, her energy space, her current energy around her. You know, all the things that's going on. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit, too fast. Tasha K. It popping out like that. I'm gonna take this too. Thank you, Spirit. The way it popped out. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Alright. Alright, this is still more current. Alright. Now, extra messages of current energy. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, Tasha, it ain't looking. Let's see. Let's unpack, okay? Damn. Okay. We ain't even got the ball rolling. Let's unpack, but I want y'all to see the focal point card, okay? So y'all know I gotta spread them out where I can see them. It's just my way. That's what High Spirit showed me a story, okay? My North Node in Virgo, so it's like I gotta look at it, see it, study it, and need to see it in my face. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, let me say something. It's interesting, the reason why I say that, even with all the cards on the table, we ain't even got started yet, right? Even her focal point card is interesting, soul family. So let me just say, before I even pull the current, past, current energy, right? Right now, look at that. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. It's the focal point. This is the losses. This is the stress. This is the strife on her family. You know, this is the loss all the way around the board. That's what that represents. 5 of Pentacles on y'all. I'm sorry. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, like I was saying. And it gets interesting because when you see that, but it's in reverse, right? And I just want to say that even though this is the loss, notice that her astro card still had positive cards. It was Jupiter and Cancer. It was like blessings or some form of luck is going to come for Tasha K on some level, no matter how bad this looks, y'all, because this card in position is about recovery. And this can also represent Cardi B recovering, you know, more things that have been hidden, right? But also, this card, in reverse, is about forgiveness. So something about that, because that was in astrology cards, and I'm just interested. But this is definitely put her down on her back, baby. This is stressful for Tasha. She's strong. But let me just tell you, this has been stressful for her, this whole thing. But again, that 4 swords, this is about recuperation. So she got a lot of recovery. But recovery is also, to me, with judgment right here, this is Cardi. Recovering her funds. Recovering more information, right? Because the judgment is here and it's in the upright, meaning it stands right now. The judge is standing on her coming up with this girl's money. That's crazy because this card is astrology, is about Jupiter in Libra, which goes a step further. This is Cardi B coming for her money. Remember, Cardi is a Libra sun. And she going full throttle on Tasha. Look at that Ace of Wands. She coming at all stops, baby. And she finding all types of things. She discovering all types of other stuff about her right now in real time. Leo energy was present in her astrology cards. And here right now is the Queen of Wands, okay? So in this energy, Tasha is a Pisces sun, right? But with that Ace of Wands, to me, this represents the action being taken towards her from Cardi B. Meaning judgment is here and it's recuperation. She coming for her money, period, okay? And she's standing on it. She's demanding that, look, 3 of Cups in reverse. She's saying the husband, Tasha K, the brother, all these hidden funds. Cardi like, I'm gonna need my money. And it's hidden. Y'all been hiding it. The moon. And so now secrets are coming out. All these, hidden things that Tasha been hiding are coming out. And we seeing it play out in real time because justice in reverse is here. She got both cards on the table. She got judgment on the table and she got justice on the table. To some extent, too, I'm going to say something. You get mad at me, you won't. But when justice in reverse, it is not in Tasha K's favor. True enough, this is her cards, right? This is about karma. This is about justice, right? And accountability. So this is Cardi's energy. You need to be accountable for how you came at me, right? You didn't follow the rules. You keep trying me. So this is how I'm coming towards you. Full speed ahead. That's upright. But when it's, in the reverse, it's still an energy of, it's retribution here and dishonesty. True enough, all these things is what's happening. But it's still something about you, Cardi. It's an injustice to an extent now. But but I give her energy. You owe me. Hey, I'm gonna need my money. You keep trying me. You keep talking about my whole family, right? The conflict. My baby daddy, my ex-husband, or current husband, who knows? But the bottom line is, she's saying, you can't talk about nobody that got to do with me. And this is Tasha continuing to play the games. It's in the messages, right? But the moon is here. So it's some more things that are hidden, okay? But that Ace of Swords is right here with conflict. Tasha gonna have to pay this girl this money. Ace of Swords is in reverse. It's in reverse. It's in reverse. And Tasha's here, right here, with all these situations and decisions that she got to make. She trying to figure out which way to go, how I'm gonna handle it. But the Queen of Cups is in reverse. It's stressing her the fuck out. She ain't want to stop. Let's see how this gonna keep going. Hold on, let's see. This the current energy. This all factual. And don't think that she ain't shook, because it's in the messages. She shook. Oh, she shook. She is shook. Whew. Let's see if let's you know what? Get her current energy towards this court case, Tasha. What's her mindset right now? What is her angle? What is her end goal? What's her purpose for continuing to talk about Cardi? And we want to know. Give me clear, precise mystery around the energy around Tasha K and Cardi B. This case and her continuing on. What is the deal, girl? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. It's like a bad choice, you know? Look at that. 10 of Wands. Struggling right now because of this shit. Look, y'all. But she's stubborn. She's stubborn. And now she having to pay for it. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Tasha, girl. And she gonna keep going. Arrogant with the shit. I don't understand it. I really don't. The reason why I'm pausing is because I'm like, it's like she ain't gonna back down. She gonna continue to be petty. Girls, what is going on? Damn. Let's get the energy around her husband. How does Shaq feel, right? We gonna ask how Cardi feel. We need to get this. Let's ask the current energy around from Tasha K's standpoint. What's going on with her and her husband? Let's ask that. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna keep it go quick enough. Hold on. Please give me out. See what the current energy is around her husband, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, real quick one, because we're going to get into the messy cards. We're going to see how Cardi feel right now, too. I'm going to ask on the other deck, and I'm going to use that same deck to ask what's going to be the outcome of this video, okay? It's a lot of stress and challenges. It's just a mess. It's like they enemies forever type of energy. It's just crazy, but something has to break. Something is going to come to an end and shake with this. So let's see. Energy around her husband. Shit. Energy around her. Ooh, no. That's too many. I'm sorry. That's a lot. Let's see. Spirit, back it up. Energy around her husband. I'm going to just take that as extra the way it fell. 3. There's a lot of messages need to come out for them. Y'all see that? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to leave that right down there and let y'all see that. Wow. Let me leave the focal point. I'm going to just say something. This is sad. This is sad. This is sad. Let's see. Damn. Damn. Listen, the focal point is the 5 of Cups. This what's happening. They got a huge loss going on with all these financial situations. This is the husband because he's the Emperor energy, the father energy. That's why it popped out, right? But the 8 of Pentacles is here, so it's about work right now, any energy, and her with the Empress upside down and the 9 of Wands causing stress in the workplace, conflicts, fight, this situation with them, they family, and they money. Look at that 6 of Pentacles. Right there with conflict. For all what we work for. Look at that, y'all. We can't make the messages up. Look at the messages. Brought conflict and strife. Everything we don't work for. Look at that. Both ways. equal give and reciprocity on top of what they work for, hard work, right? Damn, Tasha. Girl. She gonna keep working. She gonna keep going. Something good is gonna come. Look, the Six of Pentacles is here. That's about generosity and reciprocity and charity, a windfall. Somebody can give a donation. I don't know, but she's still even though this is upside down for her, this judgment is a loss. We keep seeing it through and through. The Hierophant is upside down. But somewhere in the mix, it's like a ram in the bush type energy for her. I don't know. Let's just watch and see how it all goes, right? That's all we can do. But in this situation, in this marriage, you know, it's problems here. They gonna continue to move forward. They juggling right now, trying to figure out how they gonna move stuff around, right? But eventually, it seems like Tasha can possibly lose her marriage. Look, y'all. That's walking away and look, 3 of Swords. That man tied. Wow. Everything is all alleged, in my opinion. But it's, look, the 5 of Cups right there. I ain't expect, oh my gosh. Y'all see that? Wow, Tasha. I hope that's not the case. They come off like they're going really strong, right? Let's get the energy around Cardi, child. Let's get this deck and see how this energy will hug. I pulled it on the last one, but I want to see now that we in Tasha energy, because is she going full speed ahead with it? So, and it looked like a loss on Tasha end, but it's still something in it. Something. Yeah. Let's just see. Something about these two where when Cardi get in a bad space, it's like she want to come full speed ahead for her. It's so interesting. But when things are good, it's not an issue. So, let's see. She coming for her money, baby. That's a fact. Let's see what this Cardi be, y'all. How she coming for Tasha K? Yeah, we gonna see what's the outcome of this and get into the messy cards, okay? I try to let this be as quick as possible. When I did the other ones, it was 3 people. Remember, it was Jeannie Mai, Anderson .Paak, and Mariah Carey. Make sure y'all check that out too. And it's not really that long if y'all see it. It's just the 3 points of view. And I think y'all will enjoy that, you know? Look, this 6 of Coins keeps showing up. Something about it. Something about it. This is Cardi's energy, okay? It's still the same energy. It's like and the Empress is here again, which is Cardi. I hope she's not pregnant again, y'all. Oh my God, Cardi. Let's pray this is grow good, gonna continue to flourish in her new endeavors. I think she got, I don't know if it's bags, what she got? She got new things going, but this is her energy, right? Look, she in it to win it. The 5 of Wands is right here. Okay? But something about this is like Cardi going hard on her. She gonna get her money. This situation gonna get resolved. She coming full force with the 7 of Wands here. And they, you know, this is her, everything that's been hidden with that 2 of Swords. They've been looking, they've been finding it, they've been discovering it. It's funny because it's conflict on top of conflict, right? You got the 5 of Swords on the bottom right here, right up under the 5 of Wands. You can't make the messages up. Y'all see that? So this is her recovering the funds. This is the conflict going through the whole situation. But she here for a fight. She here for a fight. She got her team going full speed ahead. She relentless. Gonna have, and this is Tasha K energy, stressed out. Tasha K is. This is a low time for her. And this is these two because they can't get along. But look at the outcome. This is her getting her money. Because this is 6 of coins in reverse. This is, look, Cardi gonna get her money. Look, y'all, 6 of coins and the 9 of cups. That's why them astrology cards had Jupiter. If that ain't recovering your coins and come get your money. And that's why Tasha K got that 5 of cups and that lost energy. Damn, that's fucked up. Let's see what the outcome gonna be for Tasha K, y'all. And then we're gonna get into the messy cards. I pulled cards based on the ones that I feel like will come out. Because remember, this is, you know, this not relationships with the messy cards. So, guys, I had already blessed the card. So, I'm going to go ahead and flip. But this is for Cardi. Remember, I said I didn't know if I was sure. I just want to make sure that I asked specifically on the energy around Tasha K's husband, Sheik. Cardi B suing him right now. To compensate the money from Tasha K. You know, suing the money to suing him to confiscate the funds. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. See what's up with this. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Check around these messages. What happened? What's the outcome with this? I saw that coin's trying to come back out again too. A lot. Okay. Spirit. We're gonna get our messages, ain't we? Okay. Okay. I ain't even asked for extra. Look at that. The 5 of Swords, the focal point. So it's definitely conflict of her coming for this, doing this move that Cardi did, right? But when you see that 5 of Swords in reverse, it's in the energy of shifting the energy. And that's what Cardi talking about. Them moving money around, not to pay her, and the money being transferred over. And I want y'all to see this card. It's interesting because that looks like a husband and a wife. So that's the energy of, you know, Tasha saying, hey, baby, look, you put it over here. So shifting the energy, right? Ain't that interesting? So it's all about the money because, baby, the Ace of Coins is here, okay? But the energy is that even though this is the situation that Cardi is coming for, he got the money. It's right here, baby. But it's going to be tough for her. And they were blindsided. They didn't see this coming, right? And they also found money that was hidden that she wants to be with this 2 of Wands recovered. So she's coming relentless. She coming with all these basically bullying tactics with her finances and her money and her lawyer team to recover these funds. The moon is here, so that shows you the hidden money that it is. And ain't it funny, y'all, how the messages show you the Ace of Coins being right on top of the moon? So at the end of the day, I ain't trying to be funny and I don't want to do anything to hurt Tasha, but it's very much so that it's more money that's hidden. Y'all hear me? It's more money that's hidden. Okay? Look, and I can't make the messages up. This is her legacy, her family legacy money. Look at that 10 of coins in reverse. Because she's trying to come for the money. But I can't make it up. Look at the high priestess. It's more, it's more, it's more. But this is in the place of hidden. So yeah, you might have discovered some things, Cardi. But baby, you don't have all the answers, okay? It's definitely caused stress on their family, on their marriage. Look at this. This is also negative in regards to court case energy, right? Meaning, you know, But the thing is, some of this stuff, they going to be able to hold back. And I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm glad. Because, bitch, you can't take everything she got. Fuck you. Bottom line. Excuse my French, y'all, but I can't stand people like that. I understand it's a judgment, but let me just say this. The energy that you bring in, just remember, Cardi, what goes around, baby girl, it comes all the way around. And let me just say this. It's not about, I'm sorry, right is right, wrong is wrong. Yeah, she wronged you, and all of these things. But I just really wish that when people come for people, keep the same energy around the board for every single person, right? Keep this energy for Offset. I want you to keep the same energy for Stephon Diggs. Because, baby, one thing we know is that saga and all that drama is going to continue. So, for all the people that you have ops against, and you know what's so interesting to me, and I'm going to leave it at that, I'm going to bring up Selena Powell. You ain't got none of this energy towards her. And I'm talking about she went way further than Tasha K and told all your goddamn business. But hey, this just me. That's just my opinion. Remember, everything here is all alleged in my opinion. But one thing about him, they're going to continue to move forward. They're going to continue to work. They're going to continue to hustle. Opportunities are going to still come. And at the end of the day, King of Cups, Ace of Wands, he going to hold on to that bread. You ain't got it all, and you ain't going to be able to get your hands on it all. Yeah, you might have 10 of coins, but with this energy right here, this is the bankruptcy, right? This is what they're experiencing in their marriage, their family, because this is their family money. But all of this is hidden. It's brought a lot of mental stress. We're going to hear more news, Cardi taking action, but it's still going to be, even though trouble is ahead and we know it, it's still, it's the energy around a storm brewing, which we're seeing it happen, but it's also delays and her not having a lot of progress in going after him. It's going to end up having to continue to stay under, against her and Tasha K, okay? It definitely bringing stress on the marriage, drama, but at the end of the day, this is everything she ain't gonna be able to do all that when it comes to this husband. You're gonna have to stick to Tasha K. I mean, some things, but no. And they smarter than you think is what I'm saying. So you can't see it all, Cardi, and you're not gonna see it all. That's just how it goes, period. Nobody gonna let you take their livelihood. You can do all that bullshit and all that, and it's in the energy, it's coming. Y'all will hear about it, but nah. She gonna have to strictly keep this, so the stress is gonna be the storm brewing, but she still gonna have to stick to Tasha K. I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's still gonna fall on Tasha K at the end of the day. All right. What's ahead for Tasha, y'all? Let's see before we get on into the messy cards. Let's see. I'm gonna shuffle them first real quick, because we going back into Tasha K energy. Let's see. Let me clear them. And let's see real fast what's up. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what's the come of this mess with these two ladies. We clearly see that Cardi is getting her money. But we'll just do a quick last 1, 2, 1, 2. What's the come for Tasha K? With this Cardi B lawsuit, this court case and the outcome, we see that Cardi is going to recover her coins. And it is bringing a lot of strife on Tasha K family. We'll pull a few messy cards and, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. What is the outcome? What's going to do? I'm gonna go ahead and take it because of the way that it popped. Wow, we saw that. Thank you, Spirit, right? These messages are interesting. Yeah, what's the outcome for Tasha K? Ooh. All right, it feel right. Let's see. All right. Focal point. Damn. All right, we got timing card right here too. So for Tasha K in my Armand voice, because Tasha K Armand cannot stand Tasha K. My God, today. Okay, so damn. Well, what's ahead? It's coming full throttle. She coming for you. The chariot is here. And one thing about Tasha K we can say, and I did lead with that when I very first started, because I do like Tasha. I do. I like her because I like her ability to what? Keep going. No matter what, through all of this, she got the strength and the will to keep going. And it's right here. Leading with the chariot, right? King of coins in reverse. You know, this is her situation. This is the judgment. This is the stress. And this is also the energy of, you know, her having her coming full throttle about her money and coming in hot and fast. Look at the 8 of Wands with the momentum. I can't make it up. You got 2 cards of swift and quick that's going to bring ending. It's a complete ending. It's a complete ending. The death card is here. This is pride before the fall. 6 of Wands in reverse. She gonna be looking crazy. People finna be talking about her, all of the stuff. You know, 2 of Wands in reverse is about making adjustments. Her trying to real stuff, set stuff. Figure out what she can do and redefine. Because this is a complete loss for her. And the focal point is full moon energy. And we headed towards this blue moon. That's only a few days ahead. So look for y'all messages. So within the next month, or by the next full moon, we're going to hear more energy about closer to the outcome and more about how this is going to get handled. This is not working out in her favor. The Hierophant comes in again in reverse, standing on business. This is that Ace of Coins energy. She going to have to pay this money because the Ace of Cups is in reverse. It's sad. It's sad. And look, 5 of Wands. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. Damn. Situation gonna get resolved, but it's still, she gonna have to come up off of it. Damn, Tasha, damn. Something in it gonna give us a little something, but the bottom line is she ain't gonna escape this one. It just look like you got to pay this girl, but it look like she might give you, I don't know. It look like some little, maybe a tinge of grace, but it's gonna come to an end. It's a resolve here. Look, I ain't never used these, but I had already blessed the cards for them, so matter of fact, let's just, say it real quick. I want to fool with this one. We're going to go quick to the T cards. And these are the ones that I feel like aren't relationships, so this is cool for them, right? Because they really sisters from a past life. And they like Cain and Abel, baby. They can't get it right in this one. They're going to have to come back and do it again in the next one, right? So let's, real quick. Please give me out. Let's see. I'm going to do a shuffle up. And what comes up, going to come out about them. Now, I don't know if this will resonate. And since I'm, not using my... Well, let's go ahead and go with the teacups first. Why not? All right. Energy around. Look at that, y'all. Spirits around them. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Shady dealings on the table. There's money, influence, or power changing hands in a way that's not meant to be traced. You got sober life here with no distractions or substances to blur the view. What's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. This is her recovery energy. I can't make it up. It's just in a different wording, but it's still, the messages remain the same. Heartbreak is here, just like we saw. Sometimes the worst breakups, this is in that, and the energy are the ones that never got full closure. Remember, they finally get into closure. So what hurts most isn't the ending, it's the fact that it never felt so right. Meaning, these two gonna come to an ending, and this is heartbreak in Tasha K's life. You see that? And shady dealings is how that money being, hidden and stuff like that, right? And you can't make the messages up. Look, going broke. Do y'all see this shit? This is crazy. The bills are stacking, the funds are shrinking, and the lifestyle isn't matching the bank account anymore, okay? And look, I hope this ain't for Cardi, because this her messages, and I asked, girl, I hope this is a new business for you. Expecting a new life is forming. Ready or not, this changes the vibes, the stakes, and the whole storyline. Y'all see that? And remember, cancer was on the table, the doula. Maybe Tasha K may even be a grandparent. You never know. Invite only was on the bottom. The real action isn't happening in public. Behind the scenes, the inner circles already been chosen. That's an interesting message, right? Get the energy around them for what lies beneath. I don't know if it doesn't resonate, we'll move on to another deck. Okay. Let's see, okay. Around Tasha and Cardi's spirit. Okay, look, caution. You got with her husband, total drama and action. Outdated, discarded, outdated, irrelevant, old news. My hand itching. I keep putting that in my pocket. That's what they say, right? Emotional intelligence is here, guys, okay? That's on the what lies beneath. Now, these are timing cards. And I don't know. Let's just pull them and see. Okay? Look, not the time. The cosmic clock hasn't chimed. Rest in the pause is the energy. Possible, root work, quiet stems, reach light. Remember I said Virgo was there. The alchemist was there, right? So work could be doing, I'm saying it's still a ram in the bush through all this loss and this breakdown for her. But it's a pride, you know what it say? Pride before the fall. So be surprised. The universe weaves gifts with invisible threads. I just said that, didn't I? Tasha K better start gratitude. It say give thanks is the seed of new miracles. I'm telling you, it's something in it is going to come. It's going to be a little blessing for her. Still, you look like it's standing on business, baby. You're going to have to come up with it and pay. Masculine energy is here. Reflections and projections. That could be the energy between her and Cardi, right? You got nurture and compassion. Remember, I said something there. Maybe she may give her some grace. We pray she do. Self-worth and expectations, okay? Pluto, transformation is here. Remember, they're going to come to a resolve and an ending, okay? Guilt and sabotage. That's the energy between these two. Karma, balance, and justice. Remember, this is energy that has to, come to an end. And that is a perfect energy. This is going to bring karma, balance, and justice to these guys, okay? This is about fate. This is about detours. And remember I said it's something in the blessings for this, for Tasha. Detours and divine intervention is on the table, okay? Reunion and soul ties. Let's get a few more messages, these T cards, and we out of here, okay? So yeah, she got to pay her. Look, gossip meal. That's Tasha. Stories traveling fast. Half truths, right? Exaggerations, lies, many mouths, few facts. Protect your name. Ain't that Cardi energy? Fake friends. Two-faced company. Smiles in public, shades in private. Hidden agenda and sabotage. They celebrate you in public and they hate you in private, okay? You got money talk on the table because Cardi want her money. She want her OWO, okay? Finances affecting love, power, support, or control through crash. Time to be honest about goals and count the cost. And this Tasha and her husband, see the money and the scales of balance? I can't make the messages up. And look at the focal point card as we close out. Social media mask, curated, highlighted reels, smiles for the feed, tears off screen, validating, chasing, and don't compare your reality to theirs. All right, peace and love, soul family. I see you guys soon and in the next one. Keep your notification bells on because Zoe and Harry are up next. And yep, we got to do the beeves. And Drake, Iceman. How in the hell could I forget? All right, anybody y'all want to see, don't forget to let me know and ask questions, okay? See y'all soon. Peace and love. Thanks for watching The Common Corner Show. Peace and love, soul family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.